If truly in your mind you're not happy because this is not the level you expect to see yourself by now. If you have assessed things and you're not happy because in your mind you thought by now you will be higher than this. If this is your thoughts, if this is your mind, this video is for you. If in your mind, after evaluation of life and everything, you have that voice in you telling you, by now I should not be at this level. I should have done higher than this. If that is your case, this video is for you. Do you know why this is happening to you right now? That when you look at yourself, this is not where you are. This is because of what we call inactions or entropy or things that you thought did not matter in the past. And now, little things, and now they add up and they become a mountain, becomes a hill, becomes frustration to your life. There is what we call entropy. Entropy is a situation where things go bad not because you did anything bad, but rather there are certain things you did not do. If you leave, let me take you for example, if you leave your farm for some time without weeding it, what happens? Weeds will show up. You did not cause the weed to come up, you just stopped weeding, and before you know it, another thing start growing. Or let me say, if you stop having your shower, say I don't want to have shower again, what happens? Gradually you start smelling. You did not ask yourself to smell. You only stopped doing something. You know, that is how negative results show up when you fail to do some things regularly. There are certain things you stopped doing regularly. Let's take, for example, it is your health that is bad, that's making you feel angry, say, I should not have this kind of health, by now I should have been more healthier than this. If you check yourself, you find out that there are daily advice of be intentional about what to eat, be intentional about your exercise, be intentional about all these small things that can add up to good health, but you have overlooked them, and suddenly, gradually, those things add up and become a problem in your life. It could be your finances. You're not happy that things are still where the way you're, despite the fact they have been struggling, they have been doing this. It is also your problem. It's also your mistake. There are listen to our video where we say that you should create offers. You should make it a life habit that every day you create offers. Every day you bring up a new idea. You bring up one big idea and begin to think of how to solve it. If you are that kind of person that over the years you have been avoiding troubles, you don't want issues, you don't want troubles, you've been finding a way to manage your life in a small way, that alone over time can bring you to where you are. If it's in your relationship, marriage, you feel like, I thought by now I would have been at this level in my relationship. It can also be because of little things you refuse to do in your relationship. When last did you appreciate your lover? When last did you give something? When last did you add something to spice up the relationship? Little by little, you stop doing those things you were doing when you were dating. Same you. that is complaining. When you were dating, you were doing so many things to make the relationship happy, but now you're not more doing it and you're complaining. Those things you refuse to do forms a law that anything you ignore will ignore you. Hey, yeah. Anything you ignore, what? Will ignore you. Anything you don't pay attention to will not pay attention to you. And over time, all these things will add up and become a principality against you. And then you begin to complain. You begin to say, I thought by now I would have been higher than this or that. In your career, be intentional about the results you want to achieve. If you want to be somebody in the next 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, let that person you want to be something you'll be thinking of every day and ask God, what next? What can I do this hour? What can I do this minute? And little by little, you see yourself improving. Check the records of people who have been there before you. Ask them questions, what happened? And be patient enough to wait for your time. That is another important thing. You can also do everything right and yet you're not getting the right result because it is not your time. When it is your time, nothing can stop you. When it is your time, you can't even stop yourself when it is your time, provided that you have done the things you're supposed to do. If you're not doing those things, you will continue to cry. They say the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Another good time to plant that wonderful tree is today. So if you have missed planting that plant 20 years ago, and that is why you're not happy where you are today, start planting that tree now. Start overlooking things. Stop overlooking things so that in the next 20 years you will be happy. It's an adage. It might be 5 years for you, it might be 3 years for you, it might be 2 years. If you start doing what you have not been doing before after watching this video, if you assess yourself, okay, it's my fault that I'm still at this level. Okay, I will not remain this level in the next 3 years. And you start doing something different from now on, every day, you will thank me later because you're going to see miracles. I'm going to see something different. So it is because of what you didn't do in the past that you are getting what you don't want in the present. Learn to be intentional and have a focus, not just a focus, hyper focus on this outcome you want. Be obsessed with your victory. Be obsessed with the passion to achieve that goal in the nearest future, and let that fill your mind with anticipations of greatness, and you will see in a very short while you will begin to see that result. Thank you.